Happy Monday. I trust you've had a great weekend. Thanks for starting your morning off with us. Good morning. I'm Jiminita Swain. Welcome to the Morning Edition. Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean will provide us with our first check of weather. Good morning, Basil.
This weather report is sponsored by Bank of the Bahamas, the bank of solutions.
Good morning, Jiminita. In our first look at weather, we have a frontal system that's approaching the northwest Bahamas. Should get in here during the early afternoon, and by evening, she'll be pushing through the capital. Behind that, we expect some cooler temperatures, but all the details coming up later in the newscast, so stay tuned. But outside of our studios, we're under partly cloudy skies, temperature at 72 degrees, relative humidity 82%, southwest winds at 8 miles per hour, the barometric pressure 1,014.6 millibars, that's 29.96 inches, and the pressure is rising. Temperatures around the islands this morning: Marsh Harbor at 70 degrees, 69 in Greentoll Key, 69 in Freeport, in the Berry Islands 75, 76 in Alderstown Bimini, 75 in Harbor Island, Roxanne Eleuthera, Alderstown Kent Island, that's 76, 72 in Stanley Key, Kemps Bay, St. Andrews 72, picking up 73 degrees in Fresh Creek, that's in Central Andros, San Salvador at 76, 76 also in Rum Key, in Ragged Island, Clarence, San Long Island, Crooked Island, Betsy Bay, and Acklands, all at 77 degrees, 78 in Matthew-Town, Unagua, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 79 degrees. And if you are flying out today, here are some high and low temperatures you're likely to find at some of your favorite cities.
Lord, where you think this man is, man? All day I be wrong with these little baby kids, and he reach for me. Well, anyway, I gonna fall down the road to see if he down this place down the road, and if he down there, there gonna be some problems. Cause guess what? I got a headache and I tired, man. Every other night I do what you call around.
And that's going to do it for your travel forecast. And if you're taking those boats out today, well, here's how it's going to look in the northwest Bahamas. Southwest winds 15 to 20 knots. That's in the extreme northwest Bahamas. In the lower portion of the northwest, the winds will be around 10 to 15 knots. Wave heights 4 to 7 feet in the extreme northwest, 2 to 4 feet in the lower northwestern islands. High tide that will take place at 11:53 this morning, with a low tide at 6:28 this afternoon. And for the central and southeastern islands, southeast to south winds at 10 to 15 knots, and the wave heights 2 to 4 feet. That's going to do it for your first look at weather, the morning edition. Stay tuned. Your forecast for today tonight is still ahead.
Well, thanks, Basil. As you can see from our live tower cam shot, a beautiful Monday morning shaping up. But to find out what's happening traffic-wise, our traffic team with Kelsey Johnson is standing by. Good morning, Kelsey.
The traffic report is sponsored by Bahamas First. First in insurance. Today, tomorrow.
Good morning, Jiminita. Good morning, Bahamas. It's a beautiful Monday morning, and we're right here at the roundabout, not too far from the University of the Bahamas. Now, I can tell you on the northern side of the corridor, right between Boyd Road and Meadow Street, that particular light, there are some road works going on there. And if you want to go south on this particular junction, which is University of the Bahamas Boulevard, there's also some road work going on the right-hand side of the road. Now, joining me live is Sergeant Jerron Thompson, who will give us an update of all that has happened over the weekend. Sergeant Thompson, I hope this December month won't keep you guys busy, but it seems as though you did have a busy weekend. Can you update the public, please? Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning, Bahamas. Yes, we did have a very busy weekend indeed. Over the last 48 hours, we had a total of 99 crashes. 17 of those involved crashes with injuries, and we had 11 hit-and-run accidents.
Now, we always talk about the hit and runs. It seems as though they are increasing, especially over the weekend when people are partying.
Yes, and we have to increase our visibility and make the public aware that we are out there and we're going to be enforcing the law to the T. We have to identify these persons who are driving without driver's license and insurance. We have to identify those persons who may be don't have any documents or legal status to be here in this country that might be involved in these hit-and-run accidents, and also persons who are driving with other people's spouses, and they don't want to be caught on any scenes with those persons. So these are some of the people that we would see that would flee these traffic crashes.
Anything happened over the weekend in the family islands that we need to know about?
Yes, the stats that I gave to you, they were the stats for the entire Bahamas. So just a few accidents in the family islands. One or two hit and run accidents as well. And it's funny that it would happen there in such a small community.
Any cautionary signs that the police wants to put out ahead of the Christmas holiday?
Yes, like I said, we want persons to focus on the 3 C's of driving, which is concentration, common sense, and have courtesy while you're driving. Concentrate on what you're doing. Try not to be using your cell phones or any electronic devices. Also, not to be with the females dabbing up their faces with makeup, while they're driving. You just need to do your makeup at home or do your makeup at work. We find that a lot of females apply makeup while they're driving, and that is a very dangerous thing, especially with the eye pencils and what have you.
All right, thank you so much, Sergeant Thompson. Back to you in the studio, Jim Anita.
Well, thanks, Kelsey. Now to the top story. A leadership team appointed to run the Bahamas Disaster Reconstruction Authority. Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis, announced that John Michael Clark is chairman. Algernon Cargill has been appointed vice chairman, and former Senator Catherine Forbes-Smith is the authority's managing director. The Prime Minister revealed that due to the Senate President's resignation, Lisa Bostwick Dean will be appointed as the country's newest senator during a ceremony at Government House at 11:30 this morning. Prime Minister Minnis indicated that a key component of the legislation is that the authority may appoint disaster zone reconstruction committees.
These committees may be appointed before a potential disaster or after it occurs. Such committees will be responsible for reconstruction and rehabilitation in the disaster zone for which they are appointed, and the board will determine when the restoration work is complete. In disaster zones, the authority will serve as the focal point for liaising between the government and international contributors to coordinate and provide oversight of international disaster assistance.
Well, the Prime Minister also explained why international investment is crucial in the aftermath of a natural disaster.
A sensible and comprehensive economic strategy to address the devastation from Hurricane Dorian includes immediate borrowing for recovery and reconstruction, foreign investment, and aggressive tourism promotion, among other things. This is what first world countries have done, and this is what the Bahamas is doing.
Well, Progressive Liberal Party Chairman Senator Fred Mitchell responding to the resignation of Senate President Catherine Forbes-Smith. He notes that there still appears to be too many duplications of efforts and redundancies in this highly bureaucratic and confusing system that has been constructed post-Dorian. He also questioned NEMA's present role in the reconstruction efforts. Regarding the Senate appointment of Lisa Bostwick Dean, Mr. Mitchell listed how many senior government positions the Bostwick family has been appointed to. Over the years, he says aspiring young Free National Movement members should question their party leader about how the Bostwick family should be receiving from government. Well, the Bahamas advancing in the maritime sector. During the International Maritime Organization's annual council meeting in London, it was decided that the Bahamas should be advanced internationally in its maritime rating from 24th to 6th in the C-class category. The Minister of Transport and Local Government, the Honorable Renwood Wells, says the maritime sector continues to excel despite the recovering, that is, from the effects of Hurricane Dorian.
And with all of the countries coming up to us and saying, this is where you're supposed to be. This is the position the Bahamas is supposed to be in. I think speaks volume of the work of the that the Bahamas Maritime Authority, the BMA, is doing at the IMO. We're loved. and we're loved because of the overall work that we do, and we will continue to do so. And now we have that greater feather in our cap, in that the rest of the countries vote for you to be on the Group C Council, the governing council, because they believe that you have the capacity to be able to represent their views and values.
Now to labor news. President and Managing Director of Atlantis Paradise Island Resort, Audrey Oswald, said Atlantis is committed to negotiate with the hotel union for 7 days a week until an agreement is signed, and it will act in good faith by adhering to the 2013 agreement, which expired, to ensure team members get a salary increase ahead of the holiday season. Regarding the demonstration, Oswald said the executive management was surprised by the protest by the Bahamas Hotel Catering and Allied Workers Union. The Atlantis Resort executive acknowledged that on the day of the protest, Bahamas Hotel Association President Russell Miller was scheduled to meet with the Hotel Union President Darren Woods to sign off on 36 of the 48 sections of the industrial agreement that were mutually agreed upon. He pointed out that the industrial action was particularly peculiar since Atlantis waited more than 6 years for a proposal from the hotel union. Well, the National Congress of Trade Unions election set for December 4th. On Sunday, Teachers Union President Belinda Wilson and her team of 12 announced their candidacies in an effort to usher in a new era of representation and accountability. Under the banner of protecting workers' rights, Wilson says her goal is to generate an additional 100,000 members, as well as assist workers around the country who are not unionized.
We would like to definitely improve the visibility of the National Congress of Trade Unions. We want to be able to support our affiliates whenever they have challenges, especially on the industrial relations front. We want to improve our communication and public relations so that people would know that a Congress is not just there, but the Congress is alive and representing workers in this country. You would note that the Congress spreads over about 15 unions, and so we want to make sure that each affiliate, each union is represented.
Well, coming up in the morning edition, the Bahamas Red Cross Society continues its work post-Hurricane Dorian. We're talking live with the Director General.
Struggling to turn those four walls into a home? Everything Home can help. Come visit our store on East Street South and Soldier Road, 3 buildings down from the intersection, where you'll find a great selection of comforters, beddings, rugs, candles, scents, luggage, Airbnb finishing touches, home decor, wonderful gift ideas, and kitchen appliances. If it's a home you're creating, then it's Everything Home. Good things at great prices.
The narrative of many great educators has often gone untold. One such story was recorded in the annals of Bahamian history as the Governor's Harbor Primary School was renamed in honor of stellar educator Emily Georgina Petty. The Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Alexander Minnis, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and the Honorable Jeffrey Lloyd, Minister of Education, attended the official renaming ceremony, affirming Miss Petty as an exceptional educator, having had an astounding impact on the development of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Scores of family members, friends, former students, and colleagues of Miss Petty gathered at the former Governor's Harbor Primary School to pay tribute to the educator extraordinaire and to witness the renaming of the institution in her honor.
We know today that you are more than deserving. You are impressive way back then, not only as an athlete, my dear young people, but as a scholar. And as a scholar, she brought that scholarship to the most esteemed of professions.
Today, we celebrate Emily Petty and all the educators on Eleuthera and throughout the Bahamas who over successive generations dedicated their hearts and lives to educating our children and young people.
I'm very grateful, eternally grateful, really, to the Almighty God so that this could come to fruition on this particular day.
I'm Adama Williams for Ed Talk.
We Buy You Sell offers the best in impact windows and doors, the first line of defense in protecting your home and family with premium designs and affordable pricing. We can make your dream home a reality. We also stock a wide variety of tiles such as porcelain, mosaic, and plank tiles. We offer the lowest rates in the country, located at number 163 Robinson Road. Call 677-2856 or 324-6427. We Buy You Sell. Come and see us today.
We fuse the passion, the pride, and the rhythm of Junkanoo with the beer of the Bahamas to answer one question. Who are we? We are Junkanoo. Represent your group today and purchase a limited edition 16-ounce Collect Junkanoo can from your neighborhood 700 wines and spirits store or your favorite watering hole.
Welcome back to the morning edition. The Bahamas Red Cross Society is continuing its work on the ground in Abaco and Grand Bahama and throughout various communities. Well, joining us live on the morning edition is, of course, the Director General, Caroline Turnquest. Welcome to the morning edition, Ms. Turnquest. Now we know that you have been busy, or things have been busy for the Red Cross. Where are you now in terms of your works in Abaco and Grand Bahama?
We are continuing the work. We have moved from the emergency response stage to we're in recovery, and we are doing what we call financial assistance on that island. We have already gone into a number of communities providing relief items, such as the non-food items along with food, generators, etc. But now we're moving with financial assistance, and that comes in a number of ways. There's a card, a debit card, and we're funded by the American Red Cross in that event, with a total of $3,600. That's what we call the multi-purpose cash. We also are beginning, hopefully in a week or so, to provide financial assistance by way of rental assistance. And we have targeted a number of families to provide that too. It'll be $700 for 6 months to help them, go through what they're going through and have a stable place to stay. As well as we are working in our livelihoods program, where we would have assessed a number of fishermen and farmers, and we're helping them to get back on their feet, as well as repair the fish house in Grand Bahama. So we're busy.
Sounds like a lot is happening. Now, you, of course, have been receiving help from the various international Red Cross agencies. So explain their roles in this process right now.
Certainly. Because of the magnitude of Dorian, we had our international partners come in with us, the International Federation of Red Cross, the International Committee of Red Cross, as well as the American and Canadian Red Crosses. So they're all here, and they'll be with us for at least another year to ensure that assistance continues in helping persons to become stabilized.
Well, the Red Cross has also been moving to assist persons with rental needs. Now, how does that program work, and how is it going to go so far?
It has been going well. The assessments have been carrying on for the past few weeks. The assessments are now done. Persons have been assessed, and we have the first, 60 persons this week that should be getting their checks. They have already signed the leases with the landlords, and so we're moving to help them. Some persons had nowhere to stay, or their homes have been compromised because of all the flooding. So they'll be able to get an apartment and move in and help themselves for a couple of months.
So at least some sense of normalcy. Now, I know that you also recently introduced the financial assistance project. Is that different from rental, or give us an idea of how that
Well, the financial assistance is sort of the umbrella.
Okay.
It comes in multi-purpose with a debit card. It comes in by way of rental assistance, as well it comes in assisting in our livelihoods. And all of this is because of the kind help of our international partners.
Well, these projects also aid farmers and fishermen. I know you mentioned the farmers earlier, but explain how the fishermen are being assisted as well.
For instance, if they would have lost their boat engine, they would have lost their boat, we're doing some contribution towards, helping them, get a new one.
So there's so much you seem to be doing to keep connected in so many ways. It's not just the immediate assistance,
Yes.
as you mentioned. So how are you managing with all of these demands from the community?
Well, we've had to scale up on the number of volunteers that we have. We had to scale up on the staff that we have. And we have to roll out some of the programs that we are not normally known for, such as psychosocial support, such as community engagement, such as case management, which is being helped with that with the Canadian Red Cross. And so we are moving persons when they register now to take them through from emergency all the way to recovery.
And that's awesome. So how can members of the public continue to assist you in the work that you're doing, aside from the volunteers that, of course, have been assisting continually?
Well, they can help by volunteering on a daily basis, or they can help with some financial assistance, because the work begins, because when we move into the rebuilding stage, especially within Abaco itself, there are a number of homes to be repaired, and that's an area that we'd like to assist with as well.
Well, thank you so much. That is, of course, the Director General of the Bahamas Red Cross. Thank you so much for joining us on the Morning Edition. Now, while we know the damage done to the economy as a result of Hurricane Dorian's passage, it also left quite an impact on the environment. Executive Director of the Bahamas National Trust, Eric Carey, shares his concerns as it relates to the parks in Grand Bahama, such as the Lucayo National Park and those in Abaco.
The Lucayo National Park is a big concern for us. So at Lucayo National Park is, literally world famous Gold Rock Beach. That's, if you go to Grand Bahama as a visitor, a cruise visitor or a stayover visitor, you go to Lucayo National Park to see the caverns, but realistically, we know you're coming there to see the beach. So we have an incredible boardwalk across a mangrove system that accesses this beautiful beach. Well, the beach dune has been breached, and now there's a lagoon where the beach used to be, part of the beach, and so our boardwalk ends in 5 feet of water.
Bahamas National Trust Executive Director Eric Carey says the plan is to get things back to a sense of normalcy.
And a part of that is restoring access at the Lucayo National Park. To do that, we're going to have to find, $250,000. So the boardwalk wasn't damaged, so it isn't something we can claim insurance for. We actually have to now build an extension. So we're hoping we can get support from, major corporate sponsors, potentially the government, the Grand Bahama Port Authority, because it is an important part of the tourism product, and we're hoping that some of our partners will come on board to help us restore that, because it will help to restore a sense of normalcy to Grand Bahamians.
As for concerns in Abaco, this is what Carey had to say.
The Abaco National Park, where the Bahama parrot lives, is further south, so it was not directly impacted by the ferocity and the extended timeline of Dorian. So fortunately, our assessments have shown that the parrots are pretty much okay. I'm sure we would have lost some in any event because of the winds from the tropical storm size force winds, which would have extended south, but generally we believe that population is going to be okay.
In other news, over the weekend, a number of vendors turning out for the 2019 ACE Diabetes Fair and Workshop at the Bahama Convention Center. Shining a close spotlight on National Diabetes Month, the event showcased several professionals, organizations, and devices accessible for help with the non-communicable disease. Among them, the G6 glucose monitor. Vice President of the event, Anita Cates, explains.
And we're able to read your glucose every 5 minutes. It also tells you which direction and speed it's going in. So for example, 100 blood sugar, a reading of 100, if it's dropping, you need to deal with it and have some sugar. But if it's 100 and going up, you don't have to. So it gives you much more information than just sticking your finger. Plus, it also takes that blood sugar I think it's 244 times a day, which is phenomenal. And this is something that is available through Family Medicine Centre and the Diabetes Education Network. You can borrow the system and learn how your body is affected by the things that you do in your life.
Another focus for the event was gestational diabetes. This is a type of diabetes that develops during pregnancy. A great way to combat this issue is with the G6 or simply by working out. Christina Henry from Bowflex Barbie Fitness, located at the Balmoral, explains an option for all mothers.
It's really important that you put a fitness plan in place so that your pregnancy can be a little bit easier and it's actually a little bit more not healthier. It's easier for you to bounce back after you've had your baby. Having a fitness plan in place decreases your stress levels, it makes it easier on the birth, and also you're stronger when it's come time to give birth, because pushing and having all of those things impacted on the body. Having a fit, strong, healthy pregnancy is really important.
Well, meantime, health officials say close attention must be paid to mental health issues in our community. The problems are affecting thousands of residents traumatized from the impact of Hurricane Dorian. Crystal Darling tells us more.
Natural disasters are known for leaving those impacted with serious trauma. Health officials cite the more intense the experience, the greater the trauma. The Bahamas Psychological Association hosted a training event at the University of the Bahamas this week on developing a national framework for mental health and psychological support in disasters. We spoke to Pan American Health Organization consultant Dr. Emmanuel Streel, who explained that trauma caused by natural disasters have two main components: predictability and the level of control a person has over a situation.
And the hurricane is arriving, you don't have many elements, many ways just to control that. So we have got these two aspects. It's not predictable, really, and you have no control over it. So all of this makes it very dangerous complicated for mental health.
He added that there are many ways to assist persons through their trauma, but most importantly, he says the community must be supportive.
Here we are on the the aftermath of a disaster, and it's not. There is one technique that fits for everyone. Meditation can work, psychosocial support can work, but we also emphasize that community-based intervention are something very important. Storytelling, playing, art, all these elements that can also help people to recover.
And Dr. Streel says that the Bahamas' response in assisting residents after Dorian has been positive.
I think what has been here is really extremely good. There is the most important, there is a political will, there is a strong commitment from the Ministry of Health, and they immediately have been responsive. They consider mental health as a very important element. There is a coordination, there is a clear coordination, then bring people together. Everything that had to be done is done, but we also have to consider the complexity of the situation. You're talking about island, you're talking about accessibility, and then you're talking about different culture. So I think there's a lot of problem, but I think yes, I think this is what happened here is really a good example.
He says programs and support must stay as long as the need persists.
As long as the people need something, that's certainly, and it's also a good moment to rethink an entire system and maybe just to improve what already existed. But which was usually you've got several months after an emergency, you've got a milestone after 6 months, and then you move to recovery. But we have to also consider that we're going to enter also at some point a new hurricane season, and we have just to not only help people to recover what happened, but also make sure they're ready for something else that will come again.
Crystal Darling, ZNS Network News.
Well, still to come, we are talking Junkanoo Live when the morning edition returns.
It's time for the best of the best regatta, December 5th through 8th. See the best boats, the best crews, the best skippers, all compete in the best harbor. And on land, the best onshore activities. With the action on the water and the fun on the shore, there's something for everyone. And at night, check out the best in Bahamian entertainment. It's the best of the best regatta, December 5th through 8th. Be there.
Bonaventure Medical Laboratory at East Avenue, Centerville and Sandyport celebrates 20 years of providing quality laboratory services with timely results. While partnering with your physicians and insurance companies, we have expanded into our modernized facility providing EKG testing, the latest in gonorrhea and chlamydia STD tests, rapid tests, paternity screens, online reporting of results, and also phlebotomy training. Visit or call Bonaventure Medical Lab, open daily at 7:30 a.m. and Saturdays at 8 a.m., or visit our Sandyport or Southside Clinic locations.
Introducing a secret that's been around for 30 years. It's AG Electric. It's the most trusted source for lighting, electrical supplies, fixtures, and home accessories. Some may know it as the place along Jerome Avenue with the big Junkanoo piece outside.
Yeah, Kyle, getting your house fixed up, eh?
But it's the inside that's gonna amaze you. They've got outdoor and indoor lighting solutions, ceiling fans, furniture, and so much more. So the next time you have a home project or see the big Junkanoo piece, think AG Electric.
The natural resources of the Bahamas play a critical role in supporting Bahamian livelihoods. For example, the fishing and tourism industry, which include fishermen, seafood exporters, hoteliers, dive operators, restaurants, and others. Collectively, they generate approximately $1.5 billion a year. Therefore, we must respect and preserve what we have. These resources belong to us.
This is my livelihood.
This is my livelihood.
This is my livelihood.
So let's all do our part to maintain our local economy and a good quality of life. Remember, if we take care of nature, nature will take care of us.
It's the OT with yours truly, Charles Fisher.
Buddy Hield and the Kings have their...
Buddy Hield seems to be having the best season of his career. He had 32 points the other night. It was a bit disappointing, Shawnee Miller not winning the IAAF World Female Athlete of the Year. The high school rankings will soon be out. Tabernacle, the defending champion, CC Sweeting, they are always there. Who will it be this year? Each Monday on 1540 AM and 104.5 FM, it's the OT with yours truly, Charles Fisher.
Welcome back to the morning edition. The Junkanoo season is upon us and many are still busy in the shacks. Our Kelsey Johnson is with Barabbas. Good morning again, Kelsey.
Anita, good morning, Bahamas. The countdown is on. It's officially Junkanoo season. I mean, we are preparing for the Boxing Day and New Year's Day parades, December 26th and January 1st. But if you don't want to be a Jeff and get left, you might as well come down to Junkanoo World. There's no other than Quentin Barabbas. Money got me. Hey! I might say grab some coffee. I'll say Barabbas. Now, Barabbas, if you could just tell us what all you have here in your shop at Junkanoo World. Listen, if you don't want to be a Jeff and don't want to get left, come here.
Come here at Junkanoo World. We have everything you need for the culture. We even have some humans. If you short up making up the number to get the bait, call us. We will send you a 10 or 2 guys to make your number up. But we have all the feathers, all the beads, all the gems. Look over here, man. We have deals. And it's affordable. It's affordable.
I love them. What are these? What are these here?
It's gems.
And what are these used for?
Oh, the decorate the
costume?
Beautify the costume when you finish pasting. To beautify the costume when you finish pasting. And then we have the crepe paper. We have shares. We have glue. We have contact. We have feathers. You name it. Styrofoam, drums, cowbells, scrapers, kunkalakas. Well, these cowbells, you know, we rig them up in the backyard. We make all of this stuff here at Junkanoo World, by the way. Everything. We make all the cowbells, all the kunkalakas, drums for the kids, even drum for Christmas trees. We get it all at Junkanoo World.
Now, Barabbas, if you could just tell us the importance of keeping the culture alive and why are you so enthused about this Junkanoo season?
Well, you know, many years I traveled with Jimmy Buffett around the world. That's in '94, Fruitcakes on Tours. We made a lot of money, came back and put it into community. Told the young guys, you keep them busy, keep them active, keep them, off the streets, who don't have a job. And, we have a lot of doctors, lawyers, teachers who want to go to Bay Street. So the boys who cannot find a job today and the girls who can't find a job today, they will come from under the tree, get a contract, and paste those people across them. So the money spreads, the crime drop. It is very, very important to keep our culture alive. Then you have tourists from around the world coming to see us and get a taste of this culture. It's nothing like this in the world, believe you me.
How long will it take to paste something like this that you and I have on these hats?
Okay, a seasoned person, you get but 2 weeks to decorate it and everything. But if you just get into it, it could take you a whole year.
A whole year?
Yeah. So
and what are these feathers called here?
These are chicken. These are chicken feathers. Hold on. I think these ones are turkey. They're flat. They're turkey. All right. The ones with the sticky point, they're chicken. Then we have the ostrich. Then we have the
peacocks.
We have the Nazareth. You have so many different type feathers. At Junkanoo World, you name it, we have it.
And how much are these cowbells if I want to jump on the line? Can I just come and paste the pants doing anybody's line?
All right. Now we have the Gallicus, you have Sting. So that's not no big deal with the Saxons and the Wally. So if you
I'm
want
a Saxons now. Hold on.
Okay.
And we can beat the Valley.
All right. Hey. I'm the founder of Barabbas and the Tribes. We giving y'all trouble these days, okay? But
that's
anyhow,
the C group.
Yeah.
I won't be an A group. I won't be a dancer.
No, the Roots.
Roots, you like Roots?
I'm the founder of Roots.
Roots.
And every A group in trouble. But anyhow, let's come back to these cowbells. All right. If you want for a fun group, you can get cowbell from $95 up to $360. All right, 360, they the Saxons, the Wally, Roots, One Family, Genesis, and Music Makers. They're the big boys. All right. Now you have the baby as well. You have the baby bells as well, and you can get them started at $50 a pair this year. They're normally $60, but $50 a pair. And we just create one for the toddlers, which is $25 a pair. So if you have a baby just born yesterday and you want them to ring a cowbell, come on Junkanoo World. We will show you. We have drums for them. Starting at $10, one for the Christmas tree at $6. You get the big bass drum, $225, and the tom we have starting at $250.
Now this is the tom drum that I have on now.
Floor tom, go ahead, baby.
So this is the rhythm drum.
Oh, rhythm drum. Oh yeah.
Get 'em, Kelsey. With that rhythm, which group I can rush with? Not Saxon. No, not Saxon.
Any group.
Not Saxon.
You sound like a leader.
I don't like that one too much. I don't like that one. I like the one that say boom.
Oh, now you're coming over.
Boom. Oh yeah, this one I like here. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I like this one here.
Oh yeah. Boom.
That's the one I like. I could be on your line, Barabbas.
Hey, you hear that beat? Woo!
And how much is drum going for, Barabbas? This is heavy. This can break my shoulder if I keep this on all
you
night.
have to condition your body, baby. You have to condition
Lord,
your body. Too flat. That one is 200 flat, but you can come and get a deal. You can come and get a deal. That's 200 flat. Oh. Look like you be at Junkanoo World every day. That's what we teach the tourists down here. How to roll those drums.
So perhaps you can teach me how to
You look like you're ready.
Super dancer.
You look like you're ready for any group right now.
Any group.
If anybody see you today, they will come and recruit you. So watch yourself. Yeah, they're gonna recruit you.
But they got to come down here to Junkanoo World first.
Oh, definitely. So that means it's no deal. I got you.
Well, Jimmy, you can get everything here at Junkanoo World. I named my boy Barabbas. He will definitely hook you up. Number picking is on Saturday. Saxons, we're looking for number 3. Let's give Valley and Roots that 1, man. Who but Genesis?
Oh, Genesis, I don't know. But if you give Roots 1, I tell you we're ready.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, be ready. Be ready for any number.
Oh, well, give Roots 7. Give Roots 7 right after Prodigal Son. But we can throw this back to you in the studio, Jimmy, because I get some rhythm to do some music.
Okay,
See you in the studio, Jiminita.
All right, thank you.
Well, thanks, Kelsey, for sure. It seems
Yes, I took
like
Kelsey
she is ready for Junkanoo. What about you?
Kelsey could have beat drum.
You look like she was ready to
Beat drum, ring, carve dance. She's putting most of you ladies in here
to shame.
To shame.
All right. Well, what's coming up?
This is going to be a busy week. I'm telling you. Tiger Woods is in town. His Hero Challenge starts this week. Then the best of the best sailing starts on Thursday. We also have star sailors in from all over the world. I'm telling you, this is the week right before, couple days before Christmas. Comes early. It's going to be exciting. Make sure you go and check it out. The sailing on is best, and then Tiger Woods Heroes Challenge. That's all coming up in sports.
Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to Sunshine Auto, your hottest place on the planet for rims, tints, tires, and auto sales. We are your auto superstore for rims, Lexani, Azaras, Trueform, Western, Lux, Fuel, Tracklite, Tough, Rough Racing, Velocity, Mud, all-terrain, and low-profile tires, cars, homes, and commercial window tinting. At Sunshine Auto, we put God first and customer is king. Blessed luck.
Can't you look call me by screws and fasteners, boy? How big you supposed to fit on this bike? We should look like two big bags. Well, taste the rainbow. Come, let's only get you a Christmas traffic. Come on and call them at the 326-1976 number. And they said they got my threaded rod and my line for my fishing in. Oh, so where they is, so girl? Girl, by Palm Beach and Balfour Avenue. Yes, I know the place. I got some masonry tools from them. I got strings for my weed whacker. I got sex bolts. And I got turnbuckles. Girl, I got the stainless steel rectangular hex. And they got the wheels for all of that. Girl, you know they don't play. You know what their motto is? Come, let's screw your work. Come, girl, let's go. Let's hurry up. Come here. Go. You gotta pull. Yeah, you let's go.
Car insurance, home insurance, marine insurance, this insurance, that insurance. The truth is, you may not like it very much, but you need insurance, and it has to work for you. That's why Summit insurance policies are designed with you and your life in mind, fitting your lifestyle and needs perfectly. So you can rest comfortably knowing that your car, home, boat, and business are well taken care of. Contact our agents at Insurance Management today. Summit Insurance. We peak above all others.
Speak I rise, move the second reading of the Electricity Rate Reduction Bond Act 2019.
Everybody make a contribution. The state of BPL today is not going to be attracted to the money market.
Tune into a rebroadcast of the parliamentary debate on the Electricity Rate Reduction Bond Bill 2019, December 2nd and 3rd at 8 p.m. on the Parliamentary Channel and right here on the ZNS Television Network.
Good Monday morning once again to everybody out there. Hope you had a great weekend. We are days away from the 4th edition of the best Sailing Regatta. All the top skippers and sleuths will converge on Montague Bay for 4 days of top level gracing the water starting Thursday, December 5th. Sailors from all over the Bahamas looking forward to coming out with not only the overall title in all the classes, but bragging rights.
The best of the best regatta in its short existence has proven to be the premier regatta presentation for many in the country. You would understand that taking home a trophy in what has become the third major regatta after the National Family Island Regatta in Exuma and Long Island regattas is a very big deal among our sailors and their fans.
And you can watch and listen to all the best in sailing on the best station in the Bahamas, the ZNS Radio and Television Network. 4 days of complete coverage, especially for those sailing fans on the Family Island that won't be able to make it to the capital.
In its 42 years of television broadcasting, ZNS TV has cemented itself as the people's television station. And for Family Islanders, the idea of watching their boats crewed and captained by their fellow islanders on their national network is a major accomplishment. I wish to applaud our team and the ZNS network for making this arrangement possible, and I'm excited to see what this partnership produces.
Meantime, the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture Sports Heritage Month winding down with the Fun Run and Walk Saturday pass starting and ending at Goodman's Bay. Hundreds of enthusiasts strutted their stuff, all in camaraderie.
Sport serves so many different purposes. Competing and good competition is one of them, but just fellowship, sometimes uniting, working out together. So it serves a number of purposes, and that is what we saw today. Fitness experts were here, bodybuilding persons were here, you name it, and across the various federation representatives were here, the B3As in particular. And so this is what it is all about. And as a matter of fact, some of them said this was the best time they've had in a long time. So this is the kind of experience and impact we want to leave on people as they remember National Sports Heritage Month 2019.
Now there is just one more event to close out the festivities, and that comes Tuesday at Government House, the National Sports Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Induction ceremony of our Sports Hall of Famers. Certainly we've had a wonderful time with them leading up to the event, and we look forward to as many being there to celebrate the Sports Hall of Famers who have all come, we say, from humble beginnings but have done great things. And so our theme, as you of course you know this year, is Champions Among Us, locally grown but globally known. And so they've made our country great from their contributions from right here and across the world. And so we're just happy and delighted to be able to celebrate this one more time, and so to me, I give God the glory.
Buddy Hield and the Sacramento Kings improving their win-loss record to 8-10 on the season with a 197 come from behind overtime win over the Denver Nuggets on Saturday. So as Buddy goes, so does the Kings. They are back on the court tonight taking on the Chicago Bulls. This is the first meeting between the two teams this season.
And he can try to go up and use his momentum. That's all we've been trying to do. And we got a pretty good stretch where we feel like we win every game, and that's it. It's got to be the mindset. Luke said, we're supposed to win these games, and you got to have that feeling going into every game that you're supposed to win. And he works so hard, and so we expect great things out of this whole group. I'm just ready to take the next step, and we've been sitting for a long time, but this is the time to do it now, and let's make the jump. I got to do a better job getting to the basket more, and just trying to get the free throw line more, and just make more plays for my teammates. I know you guys watch the film, they always chasing me, and I get my teammates open, but just using the ball and starting to dribble, penetration and just kicking and starting a continuity offense to get my teammates involved better. So I got to do a better job instead of just putting up shots. But I'm a shooter, man. I'm going to keep shooting. My teammates want me to shoot. If I don't shoot, they think something's wrong with me, so I got to put it up.
Checking in on the other pro ball players, Sharon Kina Boris, 11 points, AIX Maureen of Spain getting by Nancy, 76-69. Shaquille Clare here, 10, and Falca de Leda, 97-73 loss to Hugh Heska. The big guy, Zane Knowles, playing in Greece for PAOK. He had 13 points as they lost to Panios, 97-87. Dwight Colby, he's over there in Turkey, 10 points, 9 rebounds. ITU Sagatam lost a close one to Beskitas, 83-70. Now checking in on Tavario Miller is Argentina plays for Crisma. Their first loss of the season, 103-100 to Gizmania in the battle of the top two teams in the league. And also David Nesbitt had 6.6 rebounds. Corinthians of Brazil defeated Pat Basquet. The final score there was 80-68, keeping you updated on our other pro ball players all over the globe, not only playing in the NBA, but pro leagues throughout the world. That's going to do it for your Monday morning sports check. Once again, it's a busy week ahead. We have the best of the best sailing regatta, Tiger Woods Hero Challenge, and the Star Sailors all here. So be good tourism ambassadors.
When I got the call of what Siesca was doing with the Give Back Girl project, I immediately said yes.
Just tired and want everything to go well. And I told Siesca, I don't know if I could go to Abaco. I don't know. I know I would just be an emotional wreck.
Hey guys, I need help.
The difference this time, it was a lot larger. These projects take a lot to make happen.
Well, with a lot of anticipation, but I kept looking.
We had volunteers near and far.
It was important for everyone to be on the same page, to be organized.
The police said, hey, you all were here all day, and someone was able to come in and plant something, and the dog found it.
Without people like Siesca, the world would be pretty much messed up.
See, there's the things y'all gotta watch.
For the latest news and highlights in Bahamian culture, tune in to the new Junkanoo 242, Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. on the ZNS Radio and Television Network. Radio Bahamas 1540 a.m. on 104.5 FM and TV 13. Each week, host Arlene Nash Ferguson and Darren Bastian engages listeners with some of the movers and shakers of Junkanoo and Bahamian culture. Don't miss Junkanoo 242, Saturday at 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. on the ZNS Radio and Television Network.
Everybody, I on TV. Look, I on TV. Mom, guess what it is? That's me. Bartend, do you see me? I on television. I gotta tell my girlfriend I on television.
Hello?
Babe, turn the television to ZNS.
Quick, I'm on television. I don't have a TV in here.
We have Wi-Fi though.
We have Wi-Fi.
That's fine. They upgrade now. You can watch it live from your phone.
You just have to download the app. All right, hold on. Go to the App Store, type in ZNS, download the app, and you'll be able to watch ZNS straight from your phone. Hurry up and start over again.
Get your news and more anytime, anywhere with the new ZNS app. Stay connected from around the globe with our live stream news updates, all in the palm of your hand. You can also listen to the ZNS Radio Network for your favorite music. Go into your Apple or Google Play Store and download the ZNS app today.
Miss I's a star now. I still gotta pay?
Andros is the #1 bone fishing destination on our planet. Sports fishermen visit our flats every year to participate in one of the most fulfilling outdoor activities known to man, fly fishing. And guess what? It's 100% sustainable. Without areas like the west side of Andros, sustaining this industry would be absolutely impossible. So let's take care of nature, and nature will take care of us.
ZNS Total Sports, bringing you excitement, entertainment, energy, pure sports.
We're keeping you updated on all the sports happening in the Northern Bahamas, whether it's soccer
or even the latest results with American football or flag football.
Covering baseball, softball, you name it, we'll cover it.
Explore the world of agriculture with us. Join me, your host, Carla Palmer, for continued adventures in agriculture and the marine environment as we head into Season 2 of the program, Agriculture Now. That's Agriculture Now, moving to a new date and time, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and Saturdays at 9 a.m., right here on the ZNS Television Network.
Welcome to the best of sports world.
In our final look at weather, we have this cold front approaching the northwest Bahamas. Not much weather associated with it. The bulk of the weather is well to the north and east of us, but we will see a slight increase in cloudiness as that front boundary gets a little closer, which should be this afternoon for the extreme northwest Bahamas. And during the late evening, early night hours, pushing through the capital, maybe a brief shower as it does so, but once it pushes through, we expect some cooler temperatures over the next couple of days. Our forecast for today calls for partly cloudy conditions, as we said, with some evening showers possible. High temperature getting up to 74 degrees. And then tonight is going to be a bit breezy behind that front. 1 or 2 early night showers turning mostly cloudy, and your temperature dropping down to about 65 degrees. Extended weather forecast over the next 7 days. We will see daytime temperatures in the 70s right through the period, taking us into the weekend. Those nighttime temperatures in the low 60s, gradually starting to climb up on Thursday as we head into the weekend, but remaining in the 60s. Jiminita?
Well, thanks, Basil. That's definitely going to do it for us here at the Morning Edition. I'm Jiminita Swain. Make it a great day, everyone.